Hey everyone, Andy here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming 5 times Mythic Materials Drop Rate Week in Bit Heroes. If you want to get your hands on some of the most powerful gear in the game, you do not want to miss this event, so let's get into it. So I'm going to start off for the newbies here. What are Mythic Materials and why would I want them? So super quickly here, just pulling up the wiki. Shout out to the Bit Heroes wiki. We can see all the mythic materials that can drop for us in game. So first off, Mythic that drops to us from Trials and Gauntlet, and that is used to make mythic runes. Next, we see Mud that drops from any dungeon, and that is used to make mythic enchants. Pinions, which come from World Boss, which is used to craft mythic augments for your familiars. Fleece, which comes from either Expedition or Invasion, and that's used to craft mythic mounts. Mythic collars from PvP or GVG, and those are for mythic pets. And last but not least, Curio, which comes to us from raids, and that's used to make the mythic accessories. Now, super quick, if I jump into my game here and I were to click on, let's just say, Curios were the ones that are for crafting accessories. We can click in there and you can see right away, there's a mythic accessory. This one has 70% block chance. You'll find that these are the best accessories in the game. And you can see, it requires 30 mythic curio. So you're definitely going to want to farm that up. Now, just in case you don't know, I'll mention super quick. The molten tin here and pretty much any legendary material required in crafting a mythic comes from melting legendary or mythics of that type. So if you're making an accessory, you need to melt legendary accessories to get this. Now, pro tip there is make sure you level up the accessory at least 3 times because then you'll get extra molten tin and it definitely is worth it. I won't go super into depth on that mechanic because I plan to make another video involving that. So anyways, you're going to need these mythic materials to craft the best things in the game, whether it is, and I know I'm a little bit sad here without any of them, but whether it's a mythic mount, pet, accessory, enchants, or runes, you will need these mythic materials. Oh, and augments for your familiars. Don't forget. So, mythic materials are, of course, powerful crafting materials that can be used to create some of the best gear in the game. So you do want these, and this mythic rate and this mythic drop rate increase is huge for us. So when is the event happening, you might ask? Pretty much right as I am posting this video. If I pull up Discord here, we can see there was a announcement in the Bitverse channel on 3/29. That is actually my birthday, so happy late birthday to me. And thank you for this little birthday surprise, Bit Heroes. But if we look a little bit down, you can see them talk about the rollback, blah, 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 mythic materials, blah, blah, blah. We believe we had technical, and this is where we got to pay attention here. We believed we had the technical setup in place to also return mythic materials acquired during the rollback, but due to some unexpected technical complications, we unfortunately cannot. Here we go. To make up for this, we are going to be hosting a week-long event starting next Thursday, which is actually, it's just past midnight for me, so it's technically today, where we will be increasing the drop rate for mythic materials by 5 times for all game modes. April 6th through April 13th. Dancing Pug. This will let you acquire mythic materials much quicker than usual, and we hope you all have fun. So, this Thursday through the 13th, which is next Thursday, so 1 week, Thursday to Thursday, we will have a 5 times mythic drop rate in all game modes. So that means Trials, Gauntlets, Dungeons, World Bosses, Expedition Invasions, PvP, GVG, and Raids this week will give you a much higher drop rate for mythic materials. Now, if you want to make the most of the event, I do have a few tips that can help you out. First thing first, you do want to consider using your consumables, such as things like, extra tickets extra tokens, extra shards, zeal pouches, anything like that that will give you more runs on actually any of the content because everything is boosted. Now, if you don't have many of them or you just want more, definitely check out your guild shop. I have a fat stack of guild honor, 5 million honor. I could buy 50 of, these zeal pouches for 750,000. That'd be 250 zeals, and I could buy, that multiple times over. So definitely going to be doing some of that. I'm probably the only thing you cannot buy, you can buy tickets, badges, tokens, energy, and zeals. You just cannot buy shards. And unfortunately, that's what I would like to run the most right now. But definitely check out the guild shop and consider buying yourself some extra currency pouches to run during this event. My second tip for you guys, besides using currency pouches, is make sure you have the right runes on. Now, I only have epic item find runes. I would encourage, if you have legendary, put it on, but you do not want to be running gold find. You do not want to be running XP. You probably don't want to be running capture find because right now this week is all about item find, and you are going to be pushing for finding those rarest items, those mythic materials. Also, make sure that you activate Adgore or Permagore. It is a 50% boost, and it does include item find. It will also give you that movement speed. So if you are popping extra zeals so if you are popping extra currencies like energy or zeals or tokens, whatever, it'll help you get through those dungeons quicker, which will also, with increased item find there, increased item find here, it'll really help you during this 5 times event. And then lastly, this one's pretty obvious based on what I've been saying, but I figure I would mention it. Make sure you're using some type of item find boost. Now this is the weakest one. I'm gonna replace this tomorrow. I promise you. Don't cringe too much. But item find scroll. If this is all you got, use it. But I am personally going to be popping a Bitcore. I'm gonna say no, I don't want it right now because it gives 500% item find boost, and that is just so nice. Make sure every day of the event you're trying to get something with a lot of item find on it. Even if you have to use something like a super scroll, just 150%, just try to use your biggest item find boost. Any type of gore, I would highly recommend doing this event. So in addition to the mythic drop rate, what I'll call a mini event, there is some more news here that I'll just roll through really quick. They did finally return paid items that were lost during the rollback. I can confirm other players have gotten that back. And if we scroll down further, this is one of the longest posts ever, by the way, I swear. They did come out with the cosmetic mount, so I'm going to show that really quick. It is basically the 9-tailed fox. It's called Mabaroshi. It doesn't look like Kurama from Naruto too much, but this is it right now. Anybody can claim this in the shop. It's out for another week. Also, if you're watching this and you haven't, make sure you buy both these global comps, 500 gems, plus you'll get that Bitcore and Mabaroshi, the cosmetic mount. Use that Bitcore this week, I'm telling you guys. But yeah, pretty cool looking mount. I'm happy that it came out for free. Definitely does not quite fill the hole in my inventory and every other player's inventory that the rollback made, but hey, it's something. I do like the sparkles. I do like the little bell. I haven't actually counted the tails, but I'm going to assume there's 9 of them. Jumping back onto Discord here, we're going to keep going through. So this one's interesting, and if you're an NFT Andy, make sure you listen up. So for every global clomp until now, there has been 1 per account. So your NFTs on the same account actually cannot claim a global comp, but they are making it so at least this time, if you had an NFT logged into the game during the rollback, so they say here March 16th, 6:42 a.m. PDT to March 17th at 4 p.m., which I did on all 3 of my NFTs. The items in the compensation bundle will be sent to these NFTs. Now, it says they'll be sending an additional compensation bundle. I don't know if I'm going to get 3 of them. I don't know if you're going to get multiple of them, if you have multiple NFTs. From the sound of this, it looks like it's just going to be 1 to all the accounts that had an NFT login, which is kind of a bummer because it artificially slows down my progress of the other 3 characters, right? But hey, I'm not complaining too much. At least we're getting an extra one here. So good news there. Looks like they're returning for survey gems. So if you gain gems from completing a survey that was lost in the rollback, you should open a ticket with customer support and they'll get those back to you. And then continue to the post. It just keeps going. Oh, here's a picture of that mount. Paid items that were lost have been returned from what I know. We have seen the compensation for the 500 gems. That's what I was showing in game. And then this Permagore grants. This came to me 2 days ago, I want to say, and it was that 60-day Permagore. So twice as long as usual, which I've been super thankful for. Although it did come on the 4th, so it's a day late. But I won't ding them too much. And then last thing I mentioned is be on the lookout for an update about unstaking for NFT holders. If you are looking to pick up an NFT, I would highly encourage you to keep a lookout on this because, simply talking supply and demand, when people are able to unstake, there's going to be more supply in the market. I can almost guarantee somebody's going to sell their NFT as soon as they can unstake it. So just keep an eye out. You might be able to swoop up a pretty cheap NFT when this comes out. So just something I thought it was worth mentioning. But that's everything from this post. There you have it. And hopefully everything you needed to know about the upcoming 5 times Mythic Materials drop rate. Again, I'll call it a mini event in Bit Heroes and some other news. Hope this was helpful and gave you a good idea of what to expect and how to take the most advantage of these boosted rates. If you have any questions or tips of your own for the event, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you as always for watching, and good luck with your grind.